Hello guys and welcome to the new video. Today I am going to be doing an updated video on speeding up Windows 10. This should work for previous versions of Windows as well, back until Windows 7. So if you've got one of them between Windows 7 and Windows 10, this routine will work for you. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is go to the File Explorer in Windows, and we are going to right click on this PC or my computer on Windows 7, then go to Properties. We're then going to go to the Advanced System Settings on the left hand side, click that, then go to the Settings tab in the first box at the top under Performance. I'm going to click that. As you can see, all of these boxes are already checked down to Windows pre-selecting those options basically for the best looks, but the best looks isn't always the best performance. Now, for example, an animation for when you've got a minimise and maximise on the computer, I mean, I know it's not a lot, but that's a split second right there, and if you're doing that all day, every day, then it's a basic amount of time. So if you have a look here, I'm going to click just for best performance, and then it unchecks all of them. But this isn't actually, it's not as usable as you would think. It's not just great, it's all good performance, and it's just not going to be a problem. There's things that I like to keep checked, such as excuse me, use drop shadows for icon labels and desktop. That just makes it easier to see on a background. If you have a bright background and you've got white text, it's kind of harder to see, so that means you've got like a little shadow just under the text, so it makes it easier to see. And you can also show window contents while dragging. I'm going to keep this off because it doesn't really bother me that much, but an absolute necessity is show thumbnails instead of icons. Like, you know how when you've got a video and you can actually see the little thumbnail, and by looking at the picture you can tell what video it is? Well, if you leave this disabled, it just shows like an MP3 logo, and it just tells you what file it is rather than what video. You can't actually tell, but that's another one to check. I would say smooth edges of screen fonts is a nice one to keep enabled as well. It just makes the text look that bit more crisp. But you can click apply and it shouldn't take a second, and then just click OK. Okay, so once we're out of that, we can close down my computer, and the next feature we are going to go to is start again, and we're going to type in Windows features. So as you can see, we've got a best match at the top here, and turn Windows features on or off. Now, earlier on today I disabled some of the things that are on this page right now, such as Windows Internet Explorer. That was already checked. Now, I don't use Windows Internet Explorer, so the reason I clicked that and disabled it is because I don't use it. It's no use to me, even being on the operating system. So completely remove that. We've got the media features, such as Windows Media Player. I don't use Windows Media Player at all, so we're just going to go and disable that. I think you've got the print document services that are also enabled. Yet again, I don't use printers, anything like that. Just your options will be different from mine depending on what version of Windows you've got. Windows 10 will be similar to this, but Windows 7 and stuff, there's a slight difference in options, but there's always a good tip not to disable anything that you're not familiar with. So just don't touch anything that you're not familiar with, and I'm pretty sure you won't run into any problems. Like XPS Viewer and Work Folders Client, completely useless to me, and you click OK. Now, it takes a second, but once it's done this, you'll get an opportunity to restart the computer right now, or you can do it later, but I'm just going to click don't restart for obviously the duration of this video. Now, the third thing that we are going to go to is the Task Manager, which is right click on the taskbar and go to Task Manager, and this is a little different from Windows 7. If you're on Windows 7, you go to Start and you type in msconfig, and then you will see a startup tab inside there. But this is basically just what things are loading when you turn on your PC. For example, on this list that you can see right here are a load of the things that are loading up in my computer when I turn it on. And as you can see, I've got Spotify, which is a high impact software, so I don't actually need that to load up straight away, so I'm going to disable that. OneDrive, I don't use it. Logitech webcam software, disable. Catalyst Control Center and Avast. So, good idea to keep on your graphic drivers. Don't disable them in any way, and don't disable your antivirus. I mean, that's common sense right there. But as I say, once you've disabled that, you will probably see a slight difference in the boot time of your computer. So I've actually disabled a lot of the low priority ones there because I still don't need them, so to speak. So yeah, I've actually just got 4 ones enabled now. I've got the classic start menu. In fact, I'm actually going to uninstall that. So I'll just disable that right now. And yeah, so we can back out of that again. And the next one is, there'll be a link in the description of the video for this because I'm going to bring some registry tweaks into it. Now I'm just going to go to my downloads here and drag these registry tweaks to the desktop. Now these are from AskVG, AskVG's website, so it's completely safe. What the registry tweaks are actually doing is, you know how when you put your cursor over an icon, it takes that little kind of pin-up menu that appears, like as you can see it right there, registry entity is 931 bytes. Well, it basically speeds up the time that it takes for that to load in other slight menus in the operating system, like the start menu, how long it takes to open up sub menus and stuff like that. So I am actually just going to double click this, and it's going to give me an information saying that adding unintentional registry tweaks can damage your computer, but I know what it is, so I'm just going to click yes. Now, I don't know if this affects it straight away. It might have to be restarted, you know, the way Windows works and stuff like that, so just keep that in mind. It might take a restart for that to begin to work. Yeah, it seems to be the case. Anyways, the next thing we're going to do is go to the file viewer once again, the file explorer, sorry, and go to view on the top. And we are going to show hidden items. There, and file name extensions, we want to view them. Anything that the computer is hiding, anything at all, it is going to keep, it basically takes more memory for the PC to say, right, I need to hide this, I need to show this, I need to hide this, and that's thousands and thousands and thousands of items inside a hard drive. So technically speaking, if everything's just being shown the way it is, then it's less work for the computer and it's faster search results. So that's the basic reason behind that. So once you've done that, you can exit out of it. And the next one, again, start and then disk clean up. I might not actually have much in this right now, as I've just had a fresh install of Windows 10 on my PC, but we're just going to have a look through here and we can see what's what. So we've got temporary files, only a few bytes. We've got recycle bin, which is 383 megabytes. Delivery optimization files, 700 megabytes. So I've just saved a gig and 10 already, and we've got DirectX shader cache. Okay, so well, I don't actually need any of them that's in there, so I'm just going to click clean up system files and OK again. There we go, and it's going to clean the things that's inside the hard drive that's no longer necessary. You can get software that does this, such as CCleaner, or I think it's called TuneUp Utilities. I used to use them a lot, but they changed a lot over the years, so they aren't as useful as they used to be, because I think AVG bought over TuneUp Utilities, and it just saves you from installing more programs that you don't actually need. That gets me to my next point. If you aren't going to be using all of the programs that you have on your PC, just take time to go through and just look and see if you've got any programs that you don't need, because that is one of the pet hates of like a technical support. If you've got a lot of even toolbars and programs and stuff like that, just uninstall stuff that you don't need. If you buy a computer from a shop, you will sometimes find that you've got McAfee antivirus and stuff like that, but most of these things only come as a trial, so they're not indefinite. And I've found that out myself, like before, when I've fixed a laptop before, and these people have antiviruses that are out of date, and have been out of date for months and months and months, which leads to more problems, getting viruses and such. But yeah, so now that we've done the disk cleanup, this brings me to my second last, I'll go into a second thing in a bit, but we've got the defrag. But I'm going to tell you something here. If you have a laptop or a PC that's got an SSD hard drive, do not defrag it. Just don't. Do not defrag it. No matter what the computer tells you needs optimization, don't do it. It will damage the drive over time, and it reconfigurates stuff, because it's not like a physical pin on an SSD. The pin on older hard drives used to have to search through the hard drive for things, so it was a physical pin, but an SSD is a solid state, so it's just a digital hard drive. There's no moving parts in it, so it's not going to help it. It's probably going to mess it up slightly, so I wouldn't bother with optimizing your hard drive through a defrag if you have an SSD. Though if you don't, and you've got an older style hard drive, fire away. This will help, but as I say, do not do it if you've got an SSD. Just keep yourself safe there. So the next thing I'm going to do is just go to add or remove programs under the control panel, and just show you like certain things that, for example, if you've got, as I said earlier on there, I was going to remove the classic shell start menu. Just give that a bit of time there to load. Don't know what happened there, but we're going to click that and we're going to install it, because it's a program that I no longer need, and I don't want it sitting there, because over time I'm just going to forget about it and it will just clog up the PC more and more and more. And I can see Candy Crush Soda Saga's there for some reason. I don't play that. I'm just going to uninstall that as well. The best part about it, it saves up hard drive space, and that is that, guys. Just a little update on the how to make Windows 10 faster than it already is. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that little longer video there, but I'm back, I'm making videos, so if you liked that video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Let me know why. If you liked it, just let me know in the comments below. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.